All right, time now for a full look at weather with our chief meteorologist, Dan Cianca. Happy Thursday, or should I say, happy drought update Thursday.
Well, you could say that, I suppose. It's not happy for some areas that saw an increase in drought status this week, Austin. Well, I mean,
that is true.
It's not too bad. Well, let's take a look at the weekly report. Here's a look at the state. Now, the numbers, if you keep a close track of these things, the numbers haven't changed since last week, but only because of rounding. In fact, last week, 5.6% of the state was considered to be abnormally dry, and now 5.9% of the state is considered to be abnormally dry, so it still says 6. Maybe next week it'll be 6.4%, and we'll go through 3 weeks where this doesn't change, but the number actually changes. Math, right? Am I right? But we did see one small area have an increase in drought level, although abnormally dry is not technically considered drought. So the state, that's state and drought together is stout, by the way, if you wanted to know. The state remembers or remain. I'm going to go jump in this lake right here and then wash my mouth out. The state remains drought-free. Okay, but we do have one little slice that's on increase to abnormally dry, and that is up in Modoc County. Of course, here locally, we remain drought-free. No colors at all on the map, which is some good news, I suppose. However, we're kind of getting a slow start to our rainy season. So when will we see some rain? Well, our storm tracker does show some precipitation moving through the Pacific Northwest, perhaps even into the northern Rockies, maybe even into northern California late tonight. But our weather pattern is kind of blocked up, at least to the south. So most storm systems are heading farther to the north, but it's not going to stay that way forever. This weather system, by the way, is not going to bring us anything more than just a few extra clouds tomorrow, mostly because the ridge to our west is blocking things, and it's actually going to strengthen as we head into the weekend, and that is going to mean for some nice weather. Veterans Day Parade in Salinas on Saturday, going to be gorgeous. As we head into the latter portion of the weekend, still pretty nice. We will see the onset of southerly flow Sunday into Monday as this bigger storm system begins to develop out over the open Pacific. Notice how far south it has developed, and that is what's going to make next week interesting, because this is probably going to come this way to the east and over California at some point in time. There are some disagreements in the computer models on when this is going to happen. Some models showing precipitation as early as Tuesday here on the West Coast, or here even on the Central Coast, right? Some holding off till Wednesday, Thursday, and then a couple even just not even giving us anything at all. So there is some uncertainty on what to expect. Now, here's the potential here. I want to talk to you about the potential. The potential is for some heavy rain, and perhaps a couple rounds of it. And the potential is also there for some gusty, maybe even damaging winds. So yeah, we're talking about that kind of storm, potentially. Not like an atmospheric river that stalls over us for 3 days and floods us out. I'm not really seeing that. This is more of a cold core system offshore, but could have a very strong cold front with gusty winds and brief heavy rain, and maybe a couple of those, right? That's what I'm seeing right now, but there's also bust potential, meaning that not much happens, right? We have something kind of weak coming through with a little bit of wind and a little bit of rain. Either way, it looks like active weather will return late next week. There's some potential for it to be strong to severe, and obviously that means we're going to be keeping a close eye on things for you. So make sure to stay tuned to the forecast. In the meantime, we have that nice weekend to talk about, the one I just mentioned. So get excited for that. We'll have some cool mornings, sure, but mostly sunny skies expected tomorrow afternoon. Now, with that system to our north right now, I do expect a little bit of an uptick in low-level moisture late tomorrow, so we might see a little bit of low cloud cover, maybe a little fog on the south side of the bay tomorrow night. We see that showing up in the models here. But that's really the only thing that system's going to bring us. So other than that, pretty decent day tomorrow. Temperatures should be pretty close to what we had today. So 68 in Santa Cruz, low 70s, Ben Lomond, Scotts Valley, 66 in Capitola tomorrow. So Kell on the east shore of the bay, mid 60s right along the water or thereby. Get into the low 70s, Wattsville, Salinas tomorrow, up into the northern valleys as well. Pretty seasonable highs, but lows tomorrow morning will be cooler than normal for this time of year. The peninsula, highs in the low to mid 60s for the most part, after lows in the low to mid 40s. And then down south, we'll see some colder spots tomorrow morning when we wake up. Especially in those southern valleys, depending on how much cloud cover we have, but ultimately highs will be back in the 70s for most of southern Monterey and San Benito counties tomorrow. Looking at that 7-day forecast, will be a little bit warmer this weekend. Nice conditions for Veterans Day, and through Sunday, probably the warmest of the next 7. The next week, more active, right? So not necessarily cooler, because especially depending on how long it takes for that system to come by, we will be in southerly flow ahead of it. So that usually keeps temperatures fairly mild. More notable on the 7-day forecast for inland areas as we pop back back into the 70s Tuesday and Wednesday. But again, active weather is certainly possible. Please stay tuned to the forecast as we head through the weekend and into early next week, and we will let you know exactly what to expect with this storm as it begins to develop.
Certainly we'll be watching it closely. Thank you so much, Dan.